This episode of eHealth Radio is brought to you by uNatural, empowering your health as natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Serenity is the natural sleep aid supplement that helps you wind down without the grogginess and fogginess that habit-forming sleep aids can sometimes cause. Try it risk-free for 90 days with 15% off from eunatural.com using checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is uNatural.com, checkout code eHealth15.
This is the eHealth Radio Network, your source for health advice on demand. And now your host, Eric Michaels.
Thanks for joining us once again here on the eHealth Radio Network. This is your host, Eric Michaels. eHealth Radio gives you the most current health information, news, and advice featuring some of the leading innovators in healthcare and wellness who are changing healthcare as we know it. For more eHealth Radio reports, we invite you to visit our main radio channel site at eHealthRadioNetwork.com. Today we are speaking with Mr. Michel Tierney, the founder and CEO of Mikey's LLC, a company dedicated to delivering wholesome and healthy products that contain a short list of identifiable ingredients. Michel founded the company in October of 2015. At Mikey's, they only use the best, simplest ingredients to deliver products you can love and trust. The portfolio of baked goods ranges from English Muffins and Tortillas to Pizza Crusts and handheld pizza pockets. Already getting hungry, and Michel, thanks for joining us here today on eHealth Radio.
Yeah, Eric, thanks for having me.
And you're certainly more than welcome. Our pleasure to have you out. So tell us, Michel, for starters, why did you found Mikey's to begin with?
Sure. So back in 2015, I had looked around the landscape of products that were available at your grocery store and noticed that the gluten-free baked goods items, your breads, your muffins, tortillas, things like that, they were all single attribute. And so all too often, I was finding that you'd get the same quality nutrition as you get from a gluten-full product in these gluten-free varieties, but they were pitching and marketing as if these products were healthier for you. And really, unless you fit that small demographic of consumers who are medically diagnosed with celiac, these products weren't that much better for you. And I thought there was an opportunity to bring functional nutrition and multi-attribute products to this gluten-free space and give shoppers who are looking to go gluten-free or looking to change their dietary needs more options and healthier ones at that.
I'm always impressed with people that see a need and take action and make it happen, and you certainly did that. Hats off to you. So I understand you also are a chef. How did that impact you in creating a paleo-friendly, gluten-free, and sometimes keto-friendly line of products?
Yeah, so I approached starting a business from a food background, not a business school background. I had started working in restaurants when I was about 12 and had gone to culinary school right out of high school and then worked in some 3 Michelin star fine dining restaurants across the country. And when I left that world to enter this one, I approached it from a food-first perspective, not necessarily a margin-first or, a business case-first perspective. And it really started organically as a partnership between myself and a local health food store to where I was living in Long Island, New York. And basically, I worked with the owner, and we just started speaking with their consumers about what they were looking for. And that's I would take that information and go back to the kitchen and develop and tweak and tinker and find these formulas and recipes that met the consumer needs. And that's how we started this journey.
Now, I understand you recently launched 2 new products in the Pockets line. Tell us about those 2 new products and why you feel that Mikey's Pockets fills the need there.
Yeah, so originally we started the company with 3 English muffins and expanded on our bakery portfolio since then, including our tortilla items and some other baked goods. And as we were looking at what to do next, I saw an opportunity to create a pizza pocket line to give moms and kids and young adults an opportunity to enjoy a pizza pocket, which they may do for convenience reasons, they may do for nostalgia reasons, or just to have a quick snack or meal. And there's nothing in that category right now that meets the nutritional profile of the products that, we deliver. And so I saw this as another opportunity for us to get into ready-to-eat meals, and we launched that line about 2 years ago. And then as we've continued to ideate on new flavor variants, we just launched a buffalo chicken pocket, which is probably the best-selling pocket right now. And we also launched a broccoli cauliflower cheddar, which is a great vegetarian option.
Impressive what you've been able to accomplish in 5 years in business, and certainly making an impact within the healthy food space as well. As natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Try Serenity at 15% off from eunatural.com with checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is eunatural.com, checkout code eHealth15 today. We're speaking with Michel Tierney, the founder and CEO of Mikey's LLC, a company dedicated to delivering wholesome and healthy products that contain a short list of identifiable ingredients. He's joined us here today on eHealth Radio's Health News and Nutrition channels, a part of the eHealth Radio Network. Now, Michel, do most people who follow a gluten-free diet have celiac disease, or do you think it is more for lifestyle and health reasons?
So only about 2 or 3% of Americans have clinically diagnosed celiac disease, but that doesn't mean that people don't have low-grade intolerances or just feel better not eating gluten. And so we've seen, over the last 10 years, a growth in the number of consumers who have switched to gluten-free, either specifically because they want to be on a gluten-free diet or because they've adopted a paleo lifestyle or they're trying a low-carb lifestyle such as keto or some of the other dietary plans out there. And so, this surge and continuation of people removing gluten and removing grains from their diet continues to grow.
Certainly has been informational today, and really appreciate, what you're doing in the space and for the information shared here today. Also, what do people need to know or be aware of when choosing gluten-free products? Love to hear your input on that as well.
So I think for us, we wanted to make products that you didn't have to compromise taste on, right? And so if you eat one of our pizza pockets, it was important to us that they tasted so good that you didn't have to be gluten-free to enjoy them, right? And so you could just be looking for a healthier, better for you option. I think so often it's hard for people to make these dietary switches in their lives because they feel like they're foregoing something like pizza or like bread that they're so accustomed to eating every day. And all too often, we find that these products that are removing gluten or removing grains from them, they just don't taste as good. And so leveraging my background from the fine dining world, it was really important to me to make sure that our products tasted amazing to everybody. And so if, mom's at home and she has one gluten-free eater in the household, instead of having to shop for everybody differently, it was really important to be able to put products into the marketplace that everybody can enjoy, and that's really what we've focused on.
Again, hats off to you, what you've been able to accomplish through Mikey's, and keep on doing what you're doing and keep up the great work. Where can listeners get more information on Mikey's online and take advantage of your offerings?
Sure. So we're carried across a variety of national retail chains throughout the country. If you visit our website, eatmikeys.com, you can find our store locator map on there, as well as our direct-to-consumer e-commerce platform where you can have products shipped directly to your house.
Well, you certainly can't beat that, delivered right to your home, and that's always a huge, huge bonus. Before you go, and in conclusion, love to tap a little bit into the well as far as advice is concerned. And obviously you're a chef and you're keying in on healthy food as well. What would your advice be for those folks tuning in that need to take that step to eat more healthier, and obviously outside of any of your products, what would your advice be in those regards?
Yeah, caveat with I'm not a health professional, but for me personally, I've adopted a low-carb, gluten-free, and grain and dairy-free lifestyle myself, and so I've just personally found that, it's helped with energy levels, it helps lower inflammation, and, you just feel better. You feel a lot fresher, cleaner energy levels throughout the day without all the insulin spikes. And it's really worked for me. And I think, it's important that, we practice what we preach too. And so, it's kind of, Mikey's is really an extension of the way I choose to live my life. So, that's kind of the foundation on how we continue to look at and develop products.
And that is phenomenal, getting this information from a source like you, and we can't thank you enough for that advice as we conclude today. Mr. Tierney, all the best, and thanks so much for joining us here today on eHealth Radio.
Great. Thanks for having me.
It certainly was our pleasure. We've been speaking with Michel Tierney, the founder and CEO of Mikey's LLC, a company dedicated to delivering wholesome and healthy products that contain a short list of identifiable ingredients. And for all the details, visit eatmikeys.com. And again, this has been your host, Eric Michaels, and we do thank you for your continued support of the eHealth Radio Network. Join us again soon for another episode that will help further expand your knowledge on those things that are important to your health and wellness. For more eHealth Radio reports, we invite you to visit our main radio channel site at eHealthRadioNetwork.com. And as always, we do thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to the eHealth Radio Network. For more information or to subscribe to this podcast, visit eHealthRadioNetwork.com.
This episode of eHealth Radio was brought to you by uNatural, empowering your health as natural as counting sheep and much, much more effective. Try Serenity at 15% off from uNatural.com with checkout code eHealth15. Again, that is eUNatural.com, checkout code eHealth15.